Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm going outside. I took my coffee out here, and Spirit is keeping watch over my cinnamon bread because all she thinks about is food. It's really past lunchtime and I wasn't really hungry, so I'm just having a couple pieces of cinnamon toast with my coffee. Hope you can hear me. I'm right here by the phone, so it shouldn't be a problem. The golfers are out today. It's Sunday. And little Miss Spirit will keep watch over the cinnamon bread. You know, sometimes when I put butter and then I add a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, because this brand of cinnamon bread doesn't have a whole lot of cinnamon in it, so I add a little bit. I'm going to try to set this thing up with this wimpy little tripod I have. This may take some doing. Its little legs. It's just not strong enough to hold a phone up. Isn't that ridiculous? You'll slowly sink to the, to the table, but that's all right. Okay. Actually, I should sit over where you have a better view. Let me just spin you around. But the sun may be too much, I don't know. Is that better? Yeah. So, I thought I'd come out and spend some time outside today because it's much warmer. Hi. Thanks for joining. KKMA. I don't think you've ever been here before. Thanks for coming. I'm just having a little snack on the deck. It's such a beautiful day, even though it's quite breezy. But, oh, you're from Turkey? Well, thank you for joining me. It's amazing how many people all over the world you talk to on Periscope. That's just is amazing to me. Who knew that this app would bring so many people together? I love that. But I'm out here enjoying the weather because, you know, I'm up northeast Ohio in the U.S. and it gets mighty cold in the winter here. So even though it's probably in the 60s, but it's breezy. It's still a little chilly, but in the next few days it's going to hit 80, I think, for a few days. So that's going to be really nice. We had a very weird summer. We've only had like 3 or 4 or 5 90-degree days. It didn't even seem like summer was here, but anyway. I have a bee visiting me too here, visiting my cinnamon toast. I hope that's a bee. I don't know if that's a honeybee or a yellow jacket wasp. I hope it's a bee, honeybee. But I started, this week is the very first week I started to plan my menus because I'm on this kick of really starting to be on a budget because I have to watch my money. And I've always heard that if you plan your menus, it cuts down your grocery bill a lot. So that's what I am attempting to do. Today was the first day I made a menu for the week. A lot of people make it for 2 weeks or for a whole month. A whole month is beyond me, but I may be able to do a week at first and then maybe advanced to 2 weeks. I grocery shop every Friday, so I'm thinking maybe it's best to do your menu on, I don't know, on Wednesday or Thursday, from Thursday to Thursday. So I don't know. I made mine today. We'll see how it works. Spirit, stop eating acorns. You're not a squirrel. My one female English pointer. They're both rescue dogs. I have 2 English pointers. I don't know where Dexter is. But she eats everything in the yard. But she was starved when they found her. She was skin and bone, and she had been outside for quite a while. So the vet said that sometimes that happens when they've starved, you know, thought they were going to die from starvation, that they actually, it's hard to break them from just eating things outside. I mean, she gets plenty of food inside. She doesn't have to do that anymore. But anyway, back to the menu planning. I just wondered if there'd be anybody on that does menu planning, could give me some hints. I know if I can look up on YouTube. You can find anything on YouTube. So I'll probably go in and do that later. See little tips on menu planning. And there's certainly loads of recipes on Pinterest. So I don't think there'd ever be a lack of recipes. But if you make your menu and then just go get the things that you need for those things, then I think it should work to save your money on your budget. Anyway, let me eat my toast and then we'll go over and check on the chickens. I can't. Yeah, you'd like some of this too. I can't let the chickens out in the yard while the dogs are out, because my dogs are pointers, they're bird dogs. This one female probably would never, those are acorns falling from my oak trees. My female isn't very birdy at all. She would not make a good hunter. That's why somebody probably tossed her out. And but my male is a very good hunter. And she did get one of my chickens once. So the dogs have to be in the house when the chickens are out. So let me know who's here. And thank you for visiting me from Turkey. No, Spirit, you can't have this. This is my lunch. Just 2 little pieces of, I love cinnamon raisin bread. So for snacks, I often have that. When I'm doing this menu planning, there's some menus I've seen that people do. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, I'm just doing dinner. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining me. I'm talking about my first experiences with menu planning. Here I am, 73, and have never planned menus. I sort of, wing it. In the morning, I think about what should I have to eat. But since I'm trying this budget thing and saving money at the grocery stores, ways to save money, everybody says if you do the menu planning for a week or 2 weeks, some people even do it a month at a time, that it saves you a lot on your grocery bill. So I'm going to try it. I made my menu this week for today till the weekend, through the weekend. I wrote it on my blog every Monday I do a blog called A Simple Woman's, yes, I'm live right now. I do a blog on, it's called Simple Woman's Journal. It's every Monday. There's a lot of people do it. And it's just a fun thing to do. I wrote out a template so that I don't have to write as much every time. I just fill in the blanks. But it's interesting to read people's journals for the week. So I hope you can hear me because it is kind of breezy. I'll bring it closer. Susan, can you hear me okay? You know, my replays go to catch. And until they get, thank you, Susan, until they get catch fixed, I'm not going to do the landscape mode because catch only works in the portrait mode. So when it goes to catch, which saves your scopes, you know, forever, I guess. I don't know how long. But it's more than the 24 hours. But it won't switch over to landscape mode. So I've been using landscape mode outside, and as soon as it goes to catch after the replay on, you know, on Twitter, it goes to catch, and then you can catch it on there. But you know, if it's in landscape mode, you have to, you know, watch it with your neck all twisted if you want to see it in landscape mode. So that just doesn't work. So I'm either going to just use the portrait mode until they get it fixed, or stop that catch, turn off catch until they get it fixed. They just haven't caught up with Periscope yet. I have to ask the experts. I listen to Alex Pettit a lot and Mark Shaw. Well, Mark Shaw doesn't like landscape to begin with, but Alex Pettit and R.C. Stern, and who else? Steinolfson. I think that's his name. Those guys, they know a lot about Periscope, so that's who I've got to ask about this catch thing. Sorry I'm eating in front of you. I had a little hunger pang. I missed lunch because I was on the computer. And you know the computer just sort of sucks up time away from you. I thought I'd better come outside and enjoy this weather this week because it's going to get, I'm sure it's going to get cold again. And I hope we have a nice long fall. Now, if anybody knows anything about menu planning or budgeting, I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to let my chickens out in the yard as soon as I put my dogs away into the house. They can't be out at the same time. No. I have, show you where I'm sitting here. I'm sitting on this little, this is an antique ice cream set. I had it in my antique shop, and then I decided I would give it to my parents because they had a closed-in back porch that they'd always eat at in the summertime. And they had it until they passed, and then I took it back. and I use it out here. It's had its tops of its seats in the top of the table replaced because it doesn't do well in the weather. But I put it back in the shed. As soon as it gets cold and it's going to, let's see the shed back there. As soon as it gets cold and it's going to turn bad and turn winter, I put it back there. Or I can't even lift the table, but my handyman will come and do that. I'm so lucky I found this handyman. Here's Dexter. What have you been doing, Dexter? Oh dear, there's a dead mouse here. Sorry about this. But I have to get this little guy. He's dead. I don't know who got him, but I have to toss him over where the dogs won't eat him. The barn cat's probably got the mouse. I don't think the dogs actually get them, but sometimes they'll pick them up and run with them like it was their kill. Just walking here through. This is my raised vegetable gardens, which did terrible this year. I'm going to throw them out over here because... Hi, kitty. Oh, kitty's hiding. Did you get this, are you the one that got this mouse? I don't want him eating this either. Sometimes, of course, cats kill things and just for the thing of getting mice and voles. They usually get voles, which that's good because they eat your plants and everything. These are my vegetable gardens, which haven't done well at all. Mostly because the deer have gotten to them. The deer ate all my beans. I still do have the carrot tops, which amazes me. I planted these small size carrots. This is as big as they get. Can you see that? I can't see a thing on my screen because of the sun. Oh, there. See, this is as big. They're short little sweet carrots. And I may just pick some and have them with my dinner tonight. I think I'll come out and do that. The only thing I have left are those, a few cherry tomatoes, but they didn't get big either. They're small. And haven't found yet. I should snip that too for a salad, because probably tomorrow it won't be there. I'm going to set this carrot up here on my rain barrel, and then I'll come back and get more for dinner. I hope the dead mouse didn't gross you out. I tried not to show it. I'm a country girl, you know, it doesn't bother me. This is a chicken yard where I let my chickens out. I have to put poultry fencing around and keep them sort of contained in my big yard because I'm surrounded by a golf course. And I can't have my chickens running out onto the golf course. The golf course people would not be happy about that. This is my son's boat. that he didn't put in the water this year, so it sat here all year. And this is my wonderful hammock. That's always sad when I have to take that down for the late fall for winter. Let's go say hi to the chickens, and then I'm going to close this up and finish my coffee and take the dogs inside and let the girls out, chickens out. Yeah, they're here waiting. Yeah. They want to go out. You want to go out? Huh? I know you do. You're waiting at the gate. They get bored, you know.